Welcome student. Today I am going to discuss some questions answered from the NMR spectroscopy and that came in various years of JAM. So first question is question number 38. The compound or compounds which will have only two NMR signal in the HNMR spectrum in 3:2 ratio. So four options are there. So in option number A, this is the same type of proton. These two will have carbon, and here these two will be same type of proton. Then these two, then these two. So how many types of proton? 1, 2, 3, 4 types of proton. So here in the questions it is only having two signals, so it will not give two signals. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types of protons, so it will also not give two signals. So A, B are the incorrect options. So remaining C and D. See here, these four protons are same type. Okay, these four are of same type, and these here 3 protons, here 3 protons, 6 protons are of same type. So this proton and this proton will give two signals. Okay, so here 3 protons, here 3 protons, 1, 2 and 3, H and H. Here also 1, 2 and 3, H and H. Okay, so here these 6 hydrogen are of same type. They will give one signal. Okay, so 6 proton give one signal. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, here 1 proton, here 1 proton, here also 1, here also 1. Okay, so 1, 2. So these four protons will give also one signal. They are in same environment, so these 4 protons also give one signal. So total 2 signals we will get from this compound. So and the ratio will be, okay, the ratio will be 3:2. So this is the correct option. Let's see the D option. Option number D, here 3 protons. Okay, H and H. Here also 3 protons, H and H. Here 2 protons, and here also 2 protons. These 4 protons are in same environment, so they will give one signal, and these 6 protons are in same environment, so they will also give one signal. So total 2 signals we will get in NMR spectrum, and their ratio will be 6:4, means 3:2. So option numbers D and C both are correct. They will show, these two compound will show 2 HNMR signal of the ratio, and the ratio will be 3 for these protons is to 2 for these protons. Okay, so option number C and D are both correct option. Okay, next question is question number 35, came in JAM 2020 as well. The boron adducts, okay, which shows or show 3 signals in HNMR spectrum with the intensity ratio 1:2:3, is or are. Here we see this is one type of proton, this is one type of proton, so it will show only two signals. Okay, here 1 2, this is one type of proton, this is one type of protons, and this is one type of proton, this is one type of proton, so total 4 types of protons. Okay, so this is also not so 3 signals. Here this is one type of proton, this is one type of proton, this is one type, so it will show 3 signals. And here also 1 2 3, this will also show 3 signals. Okay, so from option C and D both will show 3 signals. Now let's see the ratio, intensity ratio. Okay, now let's check the ratio. Here 3 protons, okay, 3 is to 3 into 2, 6 protons, and here 9 protons. Okay, now here also 9 is to 6 is to 3, so it will be 1 is to 2 is to 3. Here also 3 is to 2 is to 1, so both of them will give signals at a ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 3. So both option number C and D will be the correct option. So option C and B, D, they both will give 3 signals in HNMR spectrum with the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 3. Next question came in JAM 2019, question number 44. The magnetic field strength required to excite an isolated proton to its higher state. Okay, suppose proton is in this state. Okay, plus up or minus up, whatever it is, proton is this state, then you need the energy to excite proton into excited state with an magnetic field radiation frequency. They are giving the whatever energy, whatever frequency electromagnetic radiations is giving, its frequency is 300 megahertz. Okay, now we know that is means if we want to convert it into second inverse into 10 to the power 6 second inverse. Now we have to calculate the magnetic field. Okay, the strength of the external magnetic field we have to calculate, which already given to the proton, and the frequency at which we are exciting the proton, that also given. So we need to calculate the magnetic field strength. So we know that the frequency, the equation, the frequency of with which we are exciting the proton will be equals to magnetogyric ratio into beta 0, the field strength, by 2 pi. So here beta 0, the field strength B0 will be frequency into 2 pi by the magnetogyric ratio. So it will be, and the magnetogyric ratio for proton is fixed, that is a particular amount that is fixed. So here we put 300 into 10 to the power minus 6 second inverse into 2 into 3.14 for pi by, put the value of magnetogyric ratio, that is 26.75 into 10 to the power 7, that is in Tesla inverse second inverse. So second inverse will be cancelled out and the answer will come in Tesla, and the answer is 17, around 17.02. Okay, that is it will come in Tesla. So the strength will be around 17 Tesla. Okay, the next question came in JAM 2018. Question number 43. Among the following hydrocarbons, how many of them would give rise to the three groups of protons, three signals we will get in HNMR spectrum with 2:3 integration ratio? For option A. Okay, so here these two protons, okay, these two protons and these two protons, okay, these are these two protons. These four protons are of same type. So these are of same type, 4 protons, and here 1, 2, 3, these 3, and here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So these total 6 protons are of same type, and here also these proton and this proton, H, these 4 also of same type. So ratio will be 3:2:2. Now option number B. So these protons, 2 protons are of same type, and these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so and these 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So these 6 protons, these 4 protons, and these 2. So the ratio will be 3:2:1 here. For option C, here 4 protons, 1, 2, 3, 4 of same type. These 4 also will be of same type, this and this, so 4, and these 6, 1, 2, 3 here, and here also 1, 2, 3. This 6 will be of same type. So the ratio will be 3:2:2. So in the question we get that 3 signals will be there. So 3 signals in 3 options, 3 of them will give 3 signals, but 2 of them will give in the ratio of 2:2:3. That is both option number A and C is correct options. Next question came in JAM 2017. Question number 19. The number of protons NMR signals for the compounds P and Q. Okay, this is P and Q respectively is. So here the proton number of how many types of protons are there, we have to find out first. Okay, so here these 2 protons are of same type, these 2, okay, and these 2 protons are of same type, this proton are of same type, so 1 2 signals, then this proton. Okay, so we get 3 signals from compound P. Okay, here 1, these 2 will give 1 signal, these 2 will give another signal, and these 3 for Me 3 protons are there, will be give another signal. So 3 signals from compound P. And from compound Q, these 2 will give 1 signal, these Me protons will give 1 signal, so 1 2 signals. Here these 2 will give same, these 2 are same, these will give, this Me will give the same, and 3 signals and 1 H here also. Okay, so 4 signals. So option number A is the correct option. P will give 3 signals and Q will give 4 signals. So this question came in JAM 2016, question number 11. The correct order of HNMR chemical shift value for the labeled methyl groups in the following compound is. So methyl group 1 2 3 4. So the highest, as the protons that place in the d-shielded zone, so means less electronegativity, less number of or less electron cloud, okay, around the proton, that will have more chemical shift value, means you need more energy to excite that proton. So we have to find out the environment around the protons, whether it is in shielded zone or de-shielded zone. Shielded zone means more electron clouds around the proton, and de-shielded zone means less electron clouds around the proton. So here it is the most in the de-shielded zone, because oxygen and this, okay, this oxygen it is attached to, directly attached to the more electronegative atom like oxygen, and also it will in the resonance with this, so it will withdraw all the electrons, try to withdraw all the electrons from these bonds. So this hydrogen will be in de-shielded zone, okay, and the electron cloud around these Me protons will be least. Okay, so its chemical shift value will be highest. Then this proton, okay, among these 3, this proton you see it is bonded to double bond, as well as it is in resonance with this adjacent this double bond O. Okay, so this proton will also will be in the de-shielded zone, but compared to these protons, here the electron clouds around it will be slightly higher than this proton. So it will come in the next second position for the chemical shift value. Okay, now coming to these 2 protons, Me protons. Okay, so this is also will be in the electron clouds will be less for this proton compared to this, because it is attached to the CH2 group here, so it will have plus I effect, and it will try to give the electron towards it, but here double bond is there, so it will try to pull electrons towards it. So compare between Me3 and Me4 proton, Me4 protons will have higher chemical shift value than Me3 proton. So we check the options. Option A, Me1 less than Me2, Me3 less than Me4, which is not correct. Then Me3 less than Me4 less than Me1 less than Me2, so it is the correct option. Okay, and other option also you check, these are not the correct options. So option number B is the correct option. The the proton which will be in de-shielded zone, more de-shielded zone, that will have more chemical shift value. Okay, so Me2 has the highest chemical shift value than Me1, okay, then Me4, then Me3. So it is the correct option, option number B.